Well, good morning, students, and welcome to Management 451. My name is Dr. Steve Pollock. In this class, you can call me Dr. Steve. You can call me Steve. Either one is fine. So I'm going to do a very quick flyover about our course as a way of introducing it to you. And then I'm going to ask that you follow through on some of the things we've talked about so that you'll be successful in the course. So first, I think it's a good idea to click this link in Brightspace so that you can look at key dates in the course. We start on February 22nd and we finish up on March 28th. You can click the link over here to see some background that I have in the topic. I do this kind of work that we're going to talk about for a living, so I have practical experiences. I do this stuff in the real world, in the public and the private sector. So again, welcome to the course. The second thing I'm going to point out to you is how important it is to use the technical support button. It doesn't help if you just email me and say you're having an issue. That's great just to let me know, but you really should go to technical support and log in a ticket and let them work through the process with you. Also, I post a lot of announcements in this course, and so it's a good idea to check announcements routinely when you boot up the home page of the course. Don't assume that the only announcements are the ones that you see. The site limits the number of visible announcements to 3. You want to be able to see all announcements by following this link at the bottom. All right, the next thing is I want to go over some other activity that's present in the course. So to check feedback, if you go to the grades drop-down, it shows 2 ways to get feedback. Honestly, the most helpful way is for you to go to class progress, and when you do that, you'll find your name and you'll find a number of icons and little shapes next to your name. Those represent activities in the course. And if you hover your mouse over some of the shapes, then the detailed feedback that I've given you used in the rubrics will pop up. The grade book really just gives you points. It doesn't give you a lot of the detailed feedback. So use class progress. If you have any questions about that, let me know. In terms of content, I think it's a good idea to immediately go to the syllabus and read about the course. And what I'm going to do is pop open the syllabus because I just want to kind of show you some things about the course to be aware of. This is a very practical course. Most of your activity in the course will use the textbook that's provided. It's an excellent textbook. There are some additional articles from the American Society for Quality sprinkled in throughout the different workshops. And if you have problems getting access to some of those articles, please let me know because occasionally there are some link issues or some copyright issues, but for the most part, you should be able to get the articles without any problem. So here are the workshops. Notice we're going to be doing lots of discussions. We're going to be doing an individual project, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. There's a quiz at the end of each chapter, an open book quiz, and then there's a final paper based on you summarizing 1 or 2 chapters in a textbook, and you pick the chapter you want to work on. I encourage you, since we're in a Christian university setting, to do the devotions in every workshop. And also, I'm going to be consistently posting information for each workshop in the forum area. All right, so let's go down to one of the modules so that you can really see how we're going to get started in this course. And what I want to point out to you is every module has a lot of resources listed there. Make sure you look at them. And then before you ever start working on an assignment, please look at the rubric because all my feedback is based on the rubric that's included in the course. And so I fill out those tables and that's my feedback to you. So if you're wondering why you aren't getting all the points that you want, it's because something is missing in the rubric when you give your assignment. The course project is an important way to apply the concepts in the course. And essentially what you're going to do is pick a very simple work process. So I'm going to ask that you open this link when you review the video and look at the background for what this project is about. But essentially you're going to pick a very simple work process. And I've got examples in another link that explain different options you have for doing that. And then each week you're going to populate a PowerPoint template, which is basically a report. I call it a CI story. And by the end of the course, you will have completed your project and turned in the documentation. Now, I think it's a good idea to follow these links. Here are examples of simple work processes that you can think about for your own project. I give you a completed template in PowerPoint that shows one project that I worked on at one point and how I wrote it up. And when you do your own project, I think it's best to take the example project because you can kind of see the direction or the guidelines, and then you just go in and fill in the information so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. So, for example, there's going to be black text that's provided by me in the template. You're filling in the blue text. So, what I'm saying is, I think it's easier to work from the example template and you just go in and replace anywhere you see blue information. So your project is not going to be called preparing management report. What you're going to do is highlight that and you're going to put in your own information. You're going to type in your own information, whatever your project is called. So my project, whatever the title is. I can even type this morning. Okay, anyway. So that's information about the project. And going back to our course itself, what I want to tell you is there's a nice video that's provided, and I think the video is worth spending some time looking at. The video is provided in every module, and it shows you how to think about filling out the slides for your project. Okay, so that's our very quick overview of our course and how it's going to work and the expectations. Make sure that you routinely check our course forums area because there may be questions that other students are posting that I'll respond to. You can always send me a private email if you want some clarification, but sometimes people post publicly. I'd like to get your autobiographies posted. Be checking for prayer requests or devotions that I post as well. Again, this is Dr. Steve or Steve. Welcome to the course, and I'm looking forward to working with you. Have a great day. Bye.